Hey guys, it's Yassuo. I've been wanting to play pro since season 1. I've been a streamer for the past 5 years. You probably know who I am. And I'm here because I want to talk to you guys about something that's been weighing on my mind a lot recently. Actually, for the past couple years now. And that's the state of support in solo queue. Support is just not a good role in solo queue. Top lane gets a full wave of minions every 30 seconds. Mid lane gets the same. Jungles get the whole entire jungle. They get a forest for themselves. Here in support, we just get no gold income, and we have to sit behind our ADC like a babysitter all lane. Second problem with support is these mythic items. We just get the absolute worst items, like what are we gonna build Turbo Chem Tank and engage for our teams? Like, they're just terrible. The most important point we need to talk about is the champions that are released. Rel is one of the worst champions in solo queue in general. She's literally a horse that does... Okay. Did you write this shit? Who wrote this shit? This shit is stupid. I'm just gonna be completely real. Like, I can't say this shit. Speak! Who wrote this shit?
It was gay.
I'm not gonna say this shit. Like, this shit is dumb. I'm gonna be real. Like, we should just go in the studio. I should give my actual take on support, and we shouldn't make it up. Like, that's just corny, man. I'm sorry. Yeah, serious, man. Just run it down, man. Stop trolling me. Like, let's just get the going. I hope you're trolling, by the way, or else you should get fired. But yo, we're here to talk about support being broken. I know my producers try to give me some bullshit script about support is bad. I don't know what type of script they were writing. I don't know what type of game they're playing, but support is broken. The role is not balanced in the slightest. And I know a lot of you gold support means like, but Mo, I click Janna and I shield my ADC. Why don't I? It's because you don't know how to play the goddamn role. You don't sit in bot lane when you play support. You roam. Like, I've talked about this for goddamn years. The wave starts pushing back to you guys. Your ADC can farm solo or play safe in their tower. Hey, it's go time. You dip from your lane, you go mid lane, gank the lane, you burn a flash, or you set up a freeze, you help him break his freeze if he needs to. There's so much to do. Not only that, you can go get wards in the enemy jungle, you can invade the enemy jungler. You literally have so many options. You can play with your jungler and gank 3-man lane. Like, 3-man ganking like level 3. That's so common now because of support. Listen, I don't even need to get into you guys about the champions. I'm sure you guys have played against Leonas. It makes you want to rip your hair off, you know, getting CC'd for 6 years. But support is broken. If you're a support main, please abuse the role harder before it gets nerfed. If you're not a support main, please advocate with me to get support nerfed. Every game is either a jungle gap or a support gap, and I'm tired of it. With all that being said, let's get right into the show. If you watched last week's episode of Run It Down, you know I'm trying to keep it a little more positive. Last week we did a praise of the week. But listen, honestly, I have a topic that I do want to talk about. I do want to harp on a little bit, but I don't want to get too toxic. So that's why I'm going to bring in my guest, and he's going to do this week's Flame of the Week for me. Hey, thank you so much for having me on the show again. In case you guys don't know who I am, my name is Yassuo. I was here on season 1 of the show. You know, I really appreciated being brought in as a guest, and I appreciate being brought in a second time. But yeah, we're here today to talk about the Riot account MMR inflation that has been going on in high elo. Now, in case you're unaware, Riot gives professional players high MMR accounts to play solo queue with. And these accounts are instantly given Master plus MMR. But that's not where the problem is. The problem is these accounts are gaining 30 plus LP a win and losing less than 10 every game. These are top 20 challenger accounts. I'm playing the game in Challenger. I get 14, 13 LP a win, and I lose about 18. This isn't just a one-off scenario. Bunch of pro players abusing these, and I don't even blame them, you know what I mean? If I was given a Riot account where I can gain 30 plus LP and lose less than 10, I'm gonna do that every day of the week. Like, please give me an account. I'm about to have DeMonte go get me an account and rob his. I need it. Like, I really do. I'm struggling. I'm about to drop out of Challenger. It's honestly hurting other Challenger players' LP gains because of how inflated the other accounts' LP gains are, and this needs to be fixed. I hope you understood that. Once again, Mo, thank you for having me, and yeah, enjoy the show, man. Yeah, thank you so much, Mo. Honestly, I couldn't have said that better myself. But yeah, like Yassuo just told you guys, this is a real problem we have in Challenger right now. Although I completely understand the need for these Riot accounts, you know, I understand Riot wants to give these pro accounts Challenger MMRs so they don't smurf in lower elo and Diamond or even lower. But let's be real. I could probably give Nadeshot a Riot account and he could probably get to top 10 NA. Like, that's how unbalanced this is. At the end of the day, if you just coin flip 4 games, you win one of them, you're up LP. Hopefully Riot takes notice. I think they are taking notice because hey, Mark Getter been commenting on the tweets. But either way, hopefully they fix these problems because it is a pretty serious issue. Welcome back to Getting Fed, delivered by Grubhub, the segment where we talk to you guys about the teams that are getting fed in the league and the teams that are doing the feeding. Now, we are past the first round robin, so every single team in the LCS has played against every other team. Now, shout out to Josh8Far on Reddit because he made us the Circle of Suck, where every single team has beaten or lost to every other team. Shout out to CLG for getting that one win for completing the Circle of Suck. We're gonna get into CLG a little bit later, but before we get into the teams that are feeding in the league, let's talk about the teams that are doing the performing. We have teams like TSM who had such a shaky week 1, but have really come out swinging. TSM has looked fantastic the past 2 weeks. The drafting has gotten so much better. Shout out to Bjergsen. The players are doing work. Sword Art is online. This guy is roaming. He's doing work. You guys like that reference? I know you guys laughed at that one. Now, TSM is doing a good job right now. They're getting back into the standings. Now, let's talk about a team who's also tied for second place in 100 Thieves. Now, I've gotten a lot closer to DeMonte after the last show where, you know, we built more of a friendship, more of a bond. So I feel a little more comfortable saying this about the team. How do I put this nicely? You guys gotta step it up. Now, the drafting was not the best look out of this team this week, but I do have a lot of faith in Zix. I think he's a great coach. I think Papa Smithy is a great GM. I think they're gonna figure stuff out. I think the players are all talented. And I'm not really worried. We're still tied for second at the end of the day. Now, I want to give an honorable mention to Dignitas. Now, the reason I want to do this is they are one of the teams that are also tied for second in the league. Like, they're not first, but they're doing a fantastic for a team that was supposed to be a budget roster. Now, this is a team people expected to be bottom of the barrel. Now, this team is tied for second after the first round robin. They're looking great. Soligo and Fake God are performing. Hey, don't forget where you guys came from. Remember your goddamn roots. You too, Afro. You were here for a bit too. But either way, Dignitas is doing work. Without further ado, let me get this bag real quick. Grubhub's the one who gets you fed. With Grubhub perks, you can get free food and dollars off your favorite restaurants. Grubhub truly offers more rewards than any other delivery service, along with offering contact-free delivery. So you can keep yourself, your family, your friends, your delivery drivers, and your restaurants safe. Grubhub's got the league fed so far. So we've talked about the teams that are getting fed in the league. Now, let's talk about the teams that are doing the feeding. Last week, we talked a little bit about GGS and how, you know, they have a more rookie roster and we're expecting them to scale throughout the league. Now, on the contrary, we have a team of CLG with mostly veterans on the roster. Now, I know a lot of you guys are wondering, like, where's Pobelter? They put Pobelter on the bench before week 1 started. It was leaked by Wild Turtle on the crackdown that it was because of behavioral issues. To me, I don't buy that shit. I'm gonna be real. Like, he is your best player and you're putting him on the bench. You are 1-8 in the league and you are bottom of the barrel 10th place. At what point do you sub Pobelter back in? Is it the management that is just being completely ignorant? Are they being stubborn? And I'm not even saying this for Pobelter's sake. I'm not saying this for CLG's fans' sake. I'm saying this for the other players on the roster. I'm just being real. How would it feel if you're Wild Turtle and you're the ADC of the team and the best player on the team or your mid laner who you know is really, really good, who the roster was supposedly built around, just gets benched for RJ, who's a rookie. Now, I'm not here to call RJ or say he hasn't been performing well. He is a rookie. He is new to the team, but that's the exact reason you should have Pobelter in. Honestly, I'm not a CLG fan, but I would love to see them put Pobelter back in. They're gonna have better communication with Pobelter, and I just want to see CLG not throw the leads that they've thrown. Hey, to all 3 CLG fans, I wish you guys luck because they've been feeding. Welcome back to Coppernaut, the segment where we show you guys the brand new upcoming skins that come out with every League of Legends patch, and we tell you guys whether or not we would cop them or not. And this time, there's a lot of buzz behind these skins. People are excited, people want to see what's going on, and people are loving these skins, so I'm here to show them off. Let's get into the first skin. We have Boomy. We got Yumi, but she's a bee. So she throws out little piss auto attacks. She slaps people up with her stinger. She even got a little tail stinger. I love that. Honestly, it looks cute. I like it. I would cop this for sure. Now, for the second skin, we have Bizahar. Now, I already love this. Look at the jacket. Look at his hat. This looks so good. I love the little antler bee thingies he got going on. The little beehive honeycomb behind him. The shield, that's amazing. I love that. Love everything bee related. Yeah, even the recall animation is sick. You guys see that? He literally takes a jar of honey. He commands the bees around. It's like he's the queen bee, except he's Bizahar. I love this skin. I think you should cop it. For the next skin to show, we have Beemaw. Q, he throws out like a bee. I love that. You see his wings flying around. You see the stinger moving around. So his W, he's throwing out like honey. Come on, like that's a classic. You can even see the honeycombs forming in the E slow. So I think that looks great. I think it makes complete, total sense. All these abilities relate so well to the actual skin itself. I would for sure cop this BMOS skin. Well, that was cop or not. Let me know in the comments section which skins you guys would cop. I'm buying all of them, but everyone's different. Let me know what you guys think. Bzz. In case you guys have not been looped into the recent talks that have been happening, Travis Gafford conducted interviews with all 10 LCS owners and asked them what they think about the import rule and whether they think it should be removed. Now, in case you don't know what the import rule is, basically you're only allowed to have 2 imports per team unless one of your players has previously earned residency through the old LCS system. Travis Gafford found out that all of the LCS owners would want the import rule removed in one way or another. Now, this has created a lot of discussion among both streamers, casters, and analysts in the league, and a lot of the players were not happy finding out that the owners wanted the import rule lifted, and they took it to Twitter. First, let's start with Revenge. Revenge stated that if there were no import rules in LCS, he would have never gotten a shot. And this is a player who came into the league super hyped up, but he said it himself that if there were import rules in the LCS, he would never have gotten a shot on the big stage. And that's after playing in Academy for almost 2 years now. Now let's take it to Vulcan. And he tweeted, if you want a full import team, go buy a team in that region. Now, some people were not happy about this. One of these people is Reggie, and he had probably one of the worst takes we've seen in a while, and hey, he got clowned on Twitter for it, but here's Reggie's tweet.
Ignorant tweet. If every LCS team left the LCS, you'll be out of a job, buddy, and probably be paid minimum.
During the making of this video, Reggie did apologize for his tweet.
Now, this is where the memes started coming in hot because not only did everyone on Twitter start clowning Reggie because of it, but Vulcan comes out and tweets at him, you think I'd be working at McDonald's, man? And after every LCS game, someone is tweeting something out. You got Core JJ tweeting out, let's do Team McDonald versus Team Import. You got Vulcan ratioing Reggie for fun over and over with Travis got McDonald stuff. I've been having a blast reading Twitter like, hey, I love drama, just not when I'm involved with, let's be real, like, you know. Too soon. I could see a world where both getting more imports in the league would make it fun, and I could also see a world where getting more imports in the league is just gonna make our league worse to watch, and we're just never gonna get NA homegrown talent. With that said, I do think that the import rule should stay as is. Maybe it could change up a bit, but I just don't think it should get taken away because a lot of these NA players would just never get a chance. But let us know what your thoughts are. You know, do you think that the import rule should be taken away or should it stay as is? Well, that's it for us with this Run It Down episode. Let us know what you guys liked about it. Let us know what you didn't like so we can improve for future episodes. Let us know what guests you want in the future. We had Yassuo today help us out. But either way, I hope you guys do take care. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe, and have a good day. Bzz.